Introducing the Boston Celtics. At the point guard position, 6'4", number 4, Drew. Starting at center, standing 7'2", number 8, Kristaps Porzingis. At guard, 6'4", number 9, Derek White. At small forward, at 6'6", number 7, Jaylen Brown. At forward, number 0, Jason Tatum.
Desperation hangs in the air. One team looking to advance to the next round. The other looking to force a Game 6. What will happen? These are the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. Well, Greg, this matchup features two teams that want to slow things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
Now, here's Tatum from deep. Carter pulls it in.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Banchero. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And guys, that strength will serve Banchero really well in the league, and we're starting to see signs of it already.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
1 for 1.
And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season, it's really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars.
What's special about him is he is a natural leader and an active scorer. When Tatum is firing off the catch, you know he's feeling it.
Here's Joseph. Down low. Here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
The assist.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Porzingis against Carter. Tatum drives in. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
Mercy, Jason Tatum is a bad man.
Tatum's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Wagner passes to Banchero. first quarter, about a minute and a half in. Porzingis against Carter. Shot clock at 6. Back to Caldwell Pope. Pass to Joseph. From the arc. A rebound by the Celtics. They are pumped right now after a big win on Sunday.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
They were very disciplined on that end of the floor, staying attached to shooters and disrupting plays with their active hands.
Now Caldwell Pope after Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer. Banchero, and Tatum pulls it down. To the middle, here's Holiday, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Wagner with it. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Attention fans, now on the court is your fight squad. Get on and deliver.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Wendell Carter. Isaac comes in for Paolo Banchero. Anthony's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Anthony Black in for Corey Joseph. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Anthony taking his time here. Wagner kicks to Black. 6 on the shot clock. 13 feet away. It's hauled in by Cornette. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Brown. Pass to Hauser. Here's Pritchard. To the inside. Here's Cornette. Buries it down low.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him work. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
And that does it for the first quarter. Celtics out in front, up 4, and will return shortly. So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, it sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that. Now, here's Craig. Missed inside. Banchero inside, guarded by Horford. And it's Banchero missing. Celtics leading by 4. There's a minute 47 left now here in the second. Here's Pritchard. Scoreless thus far. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And RJ, the combination of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown winning a title together. That's something else.
There was some small talk going around about breaking them up. Good thing for the Celtic front office, they kept them both. In their first 7 seasons as a duo, they have 5 trips to the conference finals. That is a ridiculous run.
The first one falls. Richard, the Celtics have been among the NBA's elites for quite a while now.
Well, they've been a title contender every year for almost a decade now. Even with several coaching changes over that time, they've been the model of consistency.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
For Boston Gold, Celtics.
Drew Holiday checked in for Pritchard. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Caldwell Pope outside. Tipped away. Inside. Here's Porzingis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Porzingis has got the lead up to 8 now for the Celtics. .11 left in the first half of basketball. Outside, Joseph. From the line, nice jump shot. Good. Joseph's got his first 2 points.
Okay, let's throw out the analytics for a moment. When he's taking the mid-range, it's a winning shot.
Tatum on the wing. Six to shoot. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Tatum's got 7.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Pass to Wagner. Down low. That's good from Banchero on the assist from Wagner. Banchero's got his second bucket tonight. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. 6-point game. Shoots from the high post. It's hauled in by the Magic.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
From deep three-point land. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Boston with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we'll be right back after this.
Hey folks, here in Game 5, it's going to be an uphill battle in the second half for the Orlando Magic.
Shooting under 35%, let me see. That calculates to they're lucky to be in this game. Look, they're getting a lot of hustle points, but that can only get you so far. They got to start executing down the stretch.
Yeah, patience is a virtue. Don't always take the first shot when you see it.
Looking at how the Celtics are doing in this series, they're trying to punch their ticket to the next round. Shaq, what's the key?
They don't need a key. As long as you have a ticket, that's the thing that gets punched.
Wow. There's things I could say, but on myself, don't want to get punched.
Very wise choice, Chet. Just smile and nod.
Okay.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round one. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
And with all the pressure he must have felt coming into this one, it didn't faze him one bit. Fantastic start.
His performance shows no sign of any nerves. Great job controlling your emotions.
The Magic trail by 6. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, we can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. Here's Tatum. After the basket by Franz Wagner. And here's Brown outside. Hits the three-point bomb.
A consistent shot for him. Brown likes the three.
The Magic shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Banchero finds Caldwell Pope. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
And part of an overall effort for Kentavious going for higher percentage shots. That time working inside.
Now here's Brown to the paint. The kick out to Holiday. Brown outside. The three from Tatum. The three is drilled by Tatum.
Operation Feed the Horse. Feed him early and often. And guess what? It's working. They have the lead.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
For Celtics Entertainment, let's give them another round of applause.
Pritchard, he's checked in for Boston. Black's checked in for the Magic.
Entertainment.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Pass to Wagner. Carter with a screen on Brown. Deep two from Wagner. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Now here's Tatum. Lock at 6. Back to Holiday. Pass to Pritchard. Shoots from 12. Rebound by the Magic.
And the defense was all over him once he got in close. Didn't want him to get too comfortable.
There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Banchero, that's good.
Excellent work in the screen and roll. Banchero solid at knowing when to shoot in those sets.
Here's Pritchard. Back to Holiday. Banchero grabs the board.
That's just a bucket. Look, you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss them.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. The rebound by Holiday. Celtics leading by 6. Pass to Tatum. Over Banchero. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by Holiday. Tatum's got 12 points in the game. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
It's time for Dance Cam. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves. Bring those moves. Way to go, everyone. Let's hear it for them. Substitution on the court.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. 1 second left. And that one released in time, but no good. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Celtics lead by 8. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And how about a look now at our assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
The start of the fourth quarter.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round 1. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Tatum. White against Caldwell Pope. 6 to shoot. Holiday, the pass to Porzingis. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The Magic trail by 8. Inside. Stolen by Tatum. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. Here's Porzingis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
At 7'3", Porzingis is almost impossible to guard, especially when he's focusing on trying to score.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Boston.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And another thing, they continue to work it inside and score. It's clear their game plan is attacking the paint as much as possible.
And both free throws good for Porzingis.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Tatum against Banchero. That shot missing. Great D that time from Tatum. Over Joseph. Tatum no good. And Wagner's got the ball here for Orlando. Trailing by 10. A minute 50 left here in the fourth quarter. And stolen by Tatum. It's Brown on the wing. And he gets the bucket. Brown's got the lead up to 12 now for Boston.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
There's 1:38 left to play here in the fourth. Joseph against Holiday. Banchero right side. Looking to end his cold spell, and it's good on the way.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Celtics leading by 10. And White kicks to Tatum. Porzingis with a screen on Banchero. And Tatum driving. That one goes in.
And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for the Celtics.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And I clearly think they showed to be the better team over the course of the series.
Hey, anytime you can win in 5, I mean, tonight, of course, they are way out in front. You take a lot of that mojo into the next round. We'll see if they can keep this same sort of competitive attitude as the stakes get higher. The competition also gets tougher.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jason Tatum.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
Now here is Holiday. Paolo Banchero unable to get his last shot to go in. Here's Brown. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And the Celtics lead by 14.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Magic, Paolo Banchero taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And the biggest reason Banchero went first overall, Paolo brings you playmaking ability at 6'10". He's got a very rare skill set for that size.
Both free throws good from Banchero. And Boston has possession. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Rejected by Banchero.
And when Banchero turns it up, he can be a factor at the defensive end.
Anthony left side.
Cole Anthony.
They're going to move on to the conference semifinals. They had control the whole series, and they are just rolling now, winning round 1, 4 games to 1.
And they are going to be tough to beat, Kevin. A few days rest afforded by taking this one in 5. Round 2 should be exciting as well.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. And so for Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for tuning in to watch the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Jason Tatum.